Yo, what is up? What's poppin'? Hope y'all having a good day today. Just wanted to spread some more positivity, some more knowledge with y'all. And what I want to talk with y'all about today is school and real life, because there's actually like a difference between the two. And what I want to discuss with y'all about is that school, like this is another video for the kids, for the teenagers that don't really like school. I just want to break down like the difference between school and real life. School, you learn a bunch of stuff like math, science, social studies, and then like with your electives, you may take Spanish, and then with other classes such as English, like in order to graduate, you gotta have 4 credits of English. But yeah, in school, all that stuff that like you learning in school, English, math, science, social studies, you may be a straight A student, you may have all A's, you may be an honor roll student. Good for you. But when it comes down to real life, like reality hits everybody. Even if you were straight A student, even if you were an honor roll student, reality hits everybody. There's gonna be times where you feel like you're straight A's and your A's and B's, your honor roll, by you getting honor roll, you're gonna feel like it doesn't even mean anything anymore. And then like for the students that are like failing, that never made straight A's, that never made honor roll, they probably get C's, D's, B's, maybe some F's. For the students that like never really made honor roll, they out in the real world, like when it comes down to their real life, they're successful. Some of them are probably actually millionaires living in a nice, big, beautiful mansion in the suburbs. They're successful. They were a like teachers told them that they were a failure in school, but when it came down to real life, they were a straight A student. You know what I mean? Nobody is a failure in school. If you look at my previous videos, nobody is a failure in school. It don't matter how many tests you failed, whether you got 40s, 50s, 30s, 20s. It don't matter. Nobody is a failure in school. The way it seems like it works out is that they want you to be what they want you to be, not what you want to be. Because it's like when you in school, you don't really have time to like focus on your passion. Because I also like know there's some musicians, some rappers that dropped out of high school just to follow their dream. Again, I'll say it again, I don't encourage, I don't recommend, I don't influence nobody to drop out of high school. Get your diploma. But just know, I mean, do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do, because even when you in school, especially as a senior, you have 24 hours. Do what you gotta do to work on your passion. Like if you wanna do music for a living, do what you gotta do. Work on your passion, make some time for it. But yeah. Yeah, school and real life is not the same thing. Like teachers, they tell you that by you getting F's on this, by you getting F's on that you gonna end up being a homeless bum. That's not necessarily true. You got people out here that were straight A students in school, that were straight A students in college, and some of them are actually homeless. They're pretty much messed up out here. They got a master's degree, they're homeless, they don't have no career, they don't have a job, they're homeless. And it's sad but true. It's sad that like all that stuff they tell us in school, they be trying to program us to make us feel that like we're a failure. We're not a failure. I don't care what a teacher tells you. Now you do have some teachers that do have faith in you and tell you that they know that you can do better, and then you have some teachers that'll just belittle you. I mean, the school system is something else. Like, and I also know, like, some of you kids and teenagers have also been through bullying. That's probably like one of the main reasons why you don't. Well, it ain't no probably. That is one of the main reasons why y'all don't like school. I mean, I know how that is. You go to school, you get bullied. It could be verbally, it could be physically. Like that's one of the main reasons why you don't like school. Like, and you don't even want to tell your mom and dad that you're getting bullied because you don't want to be embarrassed in school. You know how your parents are. But I know how that is. I know how it is. Like, you think by you being mixed, having a mixed race, by you having like an accent, it's gonna make you look cool. But no, kids, they make fun of you. You know what I mean? You dealing with depression, you dealing with anxiety, you having suicidal thoughts. See, this is one of the reasons why school shootings be happening. You know, being a bully is just not cool. Like, you know, like for the kid that's quiet, that don't really do a lot of talking. I mean, yeah, they may be awkward, but they're a kid just like you are. They're just the same as you. They may be interested into the same stuff that you're interested in. They may listen to the same rappers that you listen to. You know, some people, they try to look at you for being different. I mean, I know how that is. I was bullied in school. But I mean, this is, you know, this is one of the reasons why school shootings be happening. You know, this is the reasons why kids be shooting up schools, because they get bullied. They have nobody to talk to. That's why I always, you know, in my last video, parents, you got to hear your kids out. You also got to make sure that your kids' mental health is in check. Mental health is more important than grades, because, you know, you fussing. I mean, don't get me wrong, now I'm not saying that, you know, kids should just be lazy and not do their work. I'm not saying that at all. Don't Yeah, like, I'm not saying that at all I'm saying is that mental health is very important. It's more important than grades, because when the day comes and your son, your daughter commits suicide, it'll be too late. You didn't even know that they were struggling with mental health. You didn't even know that they were depressed. You didn't even know that they were depressed as fuck. You gotta make sure that your child's mental health is in check. You know what I mean? Mental health is very important. But yeah, school and real life is not the same thing. If school and real life was the same thing, I mean, wouldn't school teach us life lessons, like how to pay bills, how to pay taxes, how to do a job application, how to do yard work, how to cut grass? You know, like how, like, for example, like if you get into a car accident, who you supposed to call? I mean, yeah, you have driver's ed, but I'm just saying they could have like a class that's just that's just free, because now you actually have to pay for driver's ed. But yeah, you know, and also know, like, a lot of you have a lot of insecurities. Like, a lot of your insecurities come from you being in school. You were never the popular one. You were never the good looking guy. You were never the good looking girl. You want the type of guy to get all the girls, and you want the type of girl to get all the guys. You were non athletic. You weren't really the sports type. Like, I'm pretty sure for a lot of you, that's where all of your insecurities come from. That's in the past. You can't let your insecurities stop you. Again, there's a difference between school and real life, because in real life, when you ask, for example, like, if you in a class, like, if you in a class, like, you doing training for a job, and you ask a question, you don't really get laughed at. But if you ask a question in class in school, you get laughed at. That's the main reason why kids in school don't ask questions, and their parents get on them about not asking questions. You know what I mean? That's the main reason. There's no need to feel embarrassed, but that's just how it is in school. I don't really know what to say about the school system. The school system has been the same way for years, and I don't know. They constantly making changes. I don't know what they're really trying to do, but it seems like they're not really, like, it's not really like about learning anymore. It's just about passing and making the teachers look good. They're not really like making students a scholar. I mean, you go to college and you get a bachelor's or a master's, like, and you end up getting a job working at KFC. Like, I mean, don't nobody. I mean, the average college graduate with a master's degree don't want to be working at KFC. They want to have a career. Some of them want to be a boss. Ain't nothing wrong about wanting to be a boss. Ain't nothing wrong about wanting to be an entrepreneur. Not everybody is cut out to work for somebody. You know, if you don't want to work for nobody, that is okay. Because not everybody is cut out for that. Everybody's different. Everybody's different. Everybody has their different perspective on things. Everybody has a different path. Not everybody is cut out to follow their mom or dad's footsteps. They make their own footsteps to follow, and that is okay. But yeah, just because you a failure in school, don't think that you're gonna be a failure in real life, because you're not. And I understand some of you feel like you are a failure because you get fussed at by your mom and dad if you flunk a test. You're not a failure. There's a difference between school and there's a difference between real life. But the sad thing about it, program people. When you in school, you get programmed, you get brainwashed, and you get lied to. They program the fuck out of you, they brainwash the fuck out of you, and they lie to you. They lie to you right in your face. So don't feel bad. Now, and yeah, and also to do what you can do, try at the least. Don't just sit there and be lazy and not do your work and just fail. Absolutely not. But if you're doing what you can do, if you're trying, even if you attending tutoring, and you still having trouble, you're not a failure. Don't feel bad. There's a difference between school and real life. You may be a failure in school, but in real life, you have the possibility to become a straight A student. You just have to put the work in for what you want, you know? But yeah, I just wanted to spread some knowledge with y'all, some more encouragement, some positivity, the difference between school and real life. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on my channel. Love y'all.